Shalom and welcome to Who is Yahuwah. Thank you for joining me as we gather today's portion from the scriptures. Today's reading is Barashyth, Genesis chapters 27 through 29. Barashyth, Genesis chapter 27. Yatschaq was old, and his eyes were too dim to see. He called Ashu, his older son, and said to him, "My son." He said to him, "Here I am." He said, "See now, I am old. I do not know the day of my death. Now then, please take your weapons, your quiver, and your bow, and go out to the field and hunt game for me. Make me savory food, such as I love, and bring it to me, so that I may eat and bless you before I die." Rachal was listening when Yatschaq spoke to Ashu, his son. Ashu went to the field to hunt for game and to bring it. Rachal said to Yaqab, her son, "See, I heard your father speak to your brother Ashu, saying, 'Bring me game and make me savory food, that I may eat and bless you before Yahuwah, before my death.' Now, my son, obey my voice according to what I command you. Go now to the flock and give me 2 choice young goats, so that I may make savory food for your father, such as he loves. You shall bring it to your father, so that he may eat and bless you before his death." Yaqab said to Rachal, his mother, "Behold, Ashu, my brother, is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. What if my father touches me? I will seem to him as a deceiver, and I would bring a curse upon myself and not a blessing." His mother said to him, "Let your curse be on me, my son. Only obey my voice and go get them for me." He went and got them and brought them to his mother. His mother made savory food, such as his father loved. Rachal took the best clothes of Ashu, her elder son, which were with her in the house, and put them on Yaqab, her younger son. She put the skins of young goats on his hands and on the smooth part of his neck. She gave the savory food and the bread she had prepared into the hand of her son Yaqab. He came to his father and said, "My father." He said, "Here I am. Who are you, my son?" Yaqab said to his father, "I am Ashu, your firstborn. I have done as you told me. Please arise, sit and eat of my game, that your being may bless me." Yatschaq said to his son, "How is it that you have found it so quickly, my son?" He said, "Because Yahuwah, your Elohim, brought it to me." Yatschaq said to Yaqab, "Please come near, so that I may feel you, my son, whether you are truly my son Ashu or not." Yaqab went near to Yatschaq, his father. He felt him and said, "The voice is Yaqab's voice, but the hands are the hands of Ashu." He didn't recognize him because his hands were hairy like his brother Ashu's hands. So he blessed him. He said, "Are you truly my son, Ashu?" He said, "I am." He said, "Bring it near to me, and I will eat of my son's game, so that my being may bless you." He brought it near to him, and he ate. He brought him wine, and he drank. His father Yatschaq said to him, "Come near now and kiss me, my son." He came near and kissed him. He smelled the smell of his clothing and blessed him, saying, "See, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field which Yahuwah has blessed. May Elohim give you of the dew of the shamim, of the fatness of the earth, and plenty of grain and new wine. Let peoples serve you, and nations bow down to you. Be master over your brothers, and let your mother's sons bow down to you. Cursed be everyone who curses you, and blessed be everyone who blesses you." As soon as Yatschaq had finished blessing Yaqab, and Yaqab had just gone out from the presence of Yatschaq, his father, Ashu, his brother, came in from his hunting. He also made savory food and brought it to his father. He said to his father, "Let my father arise and eat of his son's game, that your being may bless me." His father Yatschaq said to him, "Who are you?" He said, "I am your son, your firstborn, Ashu." Yatschaq trembled violently and said, "Who then is he who has hunted game and brought it to me? I ate of it all before you came, and I have blessed him. Yes, he will be blessed." When Ashu heard the words of his father, he cried with an exceedingly great and bitter cry, and said to his father, "Bless me, even me also, my father." He said, "Your brother came with deceit and has taken away your blessing." He said, "Isn't he rightly named Yaqab? For he has supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright. See now, he has taken away my blessing." Then he said, "Haven't you reserved a blessing for me?" Yatschaq answered Ashu, "Behold, I have made him your master, and all his brothers I have given to him as servants. I have sustained him with grain and new wine. What then can I do for you?" my son. Ashu said to his father, do you only have one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, my father. Ashu lifted up his voice and wept. Yatschaq, his father, answered him, behold, your dwelling will be of the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of the shamim from above. You will live by your sword, and you will serve your brother. It will happen when you become restless that you will break his yoke from off your neck. Ashu hated Yaqab because of the blessing with which his father blessed him. Ashu said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then I will kill my brother, Yaqab. The words of Ashu, her elder son, were told to Rachal. She went and called Yaqab, her younger son, and said to him, behold, your brother Ashu comforts himself concerning you by planning to kill you. Now, therefore, my son, obey my voice. Arise, flee to Laban, my brother, in Charan. Stay with him a few days, until your brother's fury turns away, until your brother's anger turns away from you, and he forgets what you have done to him. Then I will send and get you from there. Why should I be bereaved of both of you in one day? Rachal said to Yatschaq, I am weary of my life because of the daughters of Chath. If Yaqab takes a wife of the daughters of Chath, such as these, from the daughters of the land, what good will my life be to me? Barashyth, Genesis chapter 28. Yatschaq called Yaqab, blessed him, and commanded him, ye shall not take a wife from the daughters of Canaan. Arise, go to Padan Aram, to the house of Byth'Al, your mother's father. Take a wife for yourself there from the daughters of Laban, your mother's brother. May Al-Shaddai bless you, make you fruitful, and multiply you, so that you may become an assembly of peoples. May he give you the blessing of Abraham to you and to your seed with you, that you may inherit the land where you travel, which Elohim gave to Abraham. Yatschaq sent Yaqab away. He went to Padan Aram, to Laban, son of Byth'Al, the Arami, Rach's brother, Yaqab, and Ashu's mother. Ashu saw that Yatschaq had blessed Yaqab and sent him away to Padan Aram to take a wife from there, and that as he blessed him, he gave him a command, saying, you shall not take a wife from the daughters of Canaan, and that Yaqab obeyed his father and his mother and had gone to Padan Aram. Ashu saw that the daughters of Canaan didn't please Yatschaq, his father. So Ashu went to Yashma'al and took, in addition to the wives that he had, Mahalath, the daughter of Yashma'al, Abraham's son, the sister of Nabith, to be his wife. Yaqab left Barsheba and went toward Charan. He came to a certain place and stayed there all night because the sun had set. He took one of the stones of the place, put it under his head, and lay down to sleep. He dreamed that there was a ladder set up on the earth, and its top reached the Shamim. The messengers of Elohim were ascending and descending on it. Behold, Yahuwah stood above it and said, I am Yahuwah, the Elohim of Abraham, your father, and the Elohim of Yatschaq. I will give to you and to your seed the land on which you lie. Your seed will be as the dust of the earth, and you will spread abroad to the west, to the east, to the north, and to the south. Through you and your seed, all the families of the earth will be blessed. Behold, I am with you and will keep you wherever you go, and will bring you back into this land, for I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. Yaqab awoke out of his sleep and said, surely Yahuwah is in this place, and I didn't know it. He was afraid and said, how awesome is this place? This is none other than the house of Elohim, and this is the gate of the Shamim. Yaqab rose early in the morning, took the stone that he had put under his head, set it up as a pillar, and poured oil on its top. He called the name of that place Byth'Al, but the name of the city was Luz at first. Yaqab vowed a vow, saying, if Elohim will be with me, keep me in this way that I go, give me bread to eat and clothing to wear, so that I come again to my father's house in Shalom, then Yahuwah will be my Elohim. This stone, which I have set up for a pillar, will be Elohim's house. Of all that you give me, I will surely give a tenth to you. Barashyth, Genesis chapter 29. Then Yaqab went on his journey and came to the land of the people of the east. He looked and saw a well in the field, and behold, there were 3 flocks of sheep lying by it. For out of that well they watered the flocks. A great stone was on the well's mouth. When all the flocks were gathered there, They would roll the stone from the well's mouth, water the sheep, and put the stone back on the well's mouth in its place. Yaqab said to them, "My brothers, where are you from?" They said, "We are from Charan." He said to them, "Do you know Laban, the son of Nahor?" They said, "We know him." He said to them, "Is he well?" They said, "He is well. See, Rachal, his daughter, is coming with the sheep." He said, "Behold, it is still the middle of the day, not time to gather the livestock together, water the sheep, and go feed them." They said, "We cannot until all the flocks are gathered together and they roll the stone from the well's mouth. Then we water the sheep." While he was still speaking with them, Rachal came with her father's sheep, for she kept them. When Yaqab saw Rachal, the daughter of Laban, his mother's brother, and the sheep of Laban, his mother's brother, Yaqab went near and rolled the stone from the well's mouth and watered the flock of Laban, his mother's brother. Yaqab kissed Rachal and lifted up his voice and wept. Yaqab told Rachal that he was her father's relative and that he was Rabkah's son. She ran and told her father. When Laban heard the news of Yaqab, his sister's son, he ran to meet Yaqab, embraced him, kissed him, and brought him to his house. Yaqab told Laban all these things. Laban said to him, "Surely you are my bone and my flesh." He stayed with him for a month. Laban said to Yaqab, "Because you are my relative, should you serve me for nothing? Tell me, what will your wages be?" Laban had 2 daughters. The name of the older was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. Leah's eyes were tender, but Rachel was beautiful in form and appearance. Yaqab loved Rachel. He said, "I will serve you 7 years for Rachel, your younger daughter." Laban said, "It is better that I give her to you than to another man. Stay with me." Yaqab served 7 years for Rachel. They seemed to him but a few days because of the love he had for her. Yaqab said to Laban, "Give me my wife, for my days are fulfilled, that I may go into her." Laban gathered together all the men of the place and made a feast. In the evening, he took Leah, his daughter, and brought her to Yaqab, and he went into her. Laban gave Zalphah, his maid, to his daughter, Leah, as her servant. In the morning, behold, it was Leah. Yaqab said to Laban, "What is this you have done to me? Didn't I serve you for Rachel? Why then have you deceived me?" Laban said, "It is not done so in our place, to give the younger before the firstborn. Fulfill the week of this one, and we will give you the other also for your service, which you will serve with me for another 7 years." Yaqab did so and fulfilled her week. Laban gave him Rachel, his daughter, as his wife. Laban gave Balaah, his maid, to his daughter, Rachel, to be her servant. He went in also to Rachel, and he loved Rachel more than Leah, and served with Laban another 7 years. When Yahuwah saw that Leah was hated, he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren. Leah conceived and bore a son, and she named him Reuben, for she said, "Because Yahuwah has looked at my affliction, surely now my husband will love me." She conceived again and bore a son, and said, "Because Yahuwah has heard that I am hated, he has therefore given me this son also." She named him Shamaun. She conceived again and bore a son. She said, "Now this time my husband will be joined to me, because I have borne him 3 sons. Therefore his name was called Louis." She conceived again and bore a son. She said, "This time I will praise Yahuwah." Therefore she named him Yahudah. Then she stopped bearing. Thank you for joining me to gather today's portion. May we continue seeking Yahuwah through his word and growing in the knowledge of him one day at a time until Yahusha gathers us. Shalom.